So hello friends, today I'll be discussing about VTU 4th SEM syllabus for CSE and ISE sections, ISE department, and this is according to 2018 scheme. That is the latest scheme. Let's start. As we all know, in VTU, both CSE and ISE students have the same syllabus, and hence going to be beneficial for both of these department students this lecture. So what are the main subjects we're going to consider over here? You must remember the second year of engineering is very important because this is you're entering it's at the core of the department, and hence all the basics will be taught to you, and basics have to be covered very good so that you can become better in the future in the coming semesters. So the subjects are operating system. In operating system, we study about what are the basic roles of various operating systems we see nowadays around us, like Mac OS, Windows, Linux. So how they have evolved and how they are actually working, if not in depth, but at least a basic look we'll get. How they're allocating resources like files, memory, etc., and how they're allowing applications to run, like how I'm running now Microsoft PowerPoint. How is my Windows operating system allowing me to run on that so that I can operate smoothly on that, so that we get a basic understanding. This is important for gate perspective. Next, let's go to data communication. So in data communication, we're going to study about if you want to send one data from one end to another end in a wireless and a wired medium, how we can send that very efficiently so that the receiver and the sender can get the required information without it being corrupted, and also ensuring data privacy. We also learn over here about how internet works in a short way. This is also important for gate, I would say. Next, let's come to microcontrollers and microprocessors. Here we have theory plus lab. So over here we're going to learn about various embedded systems, like in washing machine and in cars we have various features, right? We put in close that washing machine, and the washing machine itself put the powder and the water, and it finishes the job in 1 or 2 hours based on what is the input. So how is it so smart? So we have microprocessors for that, and in the theory we'll learn about the basic of all the how to code that microprocessor, and lab will actually do it. Will code how we'll be coding on reality. We'll code on that. So this is a very interesting topic, I would say, and this is purely electronic subject. And let's go forward. So design and analysis of algorithms. Here again we have theory plus lab. So over here we'll be getting to know about how to effectively create algorithms. Effective means they must have less space also, and they must take less time also to execute. So in first year we studied about C programming, right? Over there we just had an idea, and if we know the basics of programming, we could execute that. But we did not know about whether that code will actually be able to run for big data or not. For example, factorial one, if you use the recursive one, and if you put the input as 10 or 20, it will take a lot of time to execute. However, over here we'll understand by in this subject that if you put a iterative one, it can be done much faster. That understanding is very important. In theory we'll understand how to design these labs. In theory we'll understand how to make these algorithms, and in lab we'll actually do it by using Java language. This subject is again important for gate. Then let's come for object-oriented programming. So most of us want to work in big companies like Google, Microsoft, Infosys, TCS. So they'll obviously ask us for coding skills, and for coding I would say this object-oriented concepts is very important, because nowadays all we have powerful languages like C++, Java, Python. So all of these will inherently use the concepts of object-oriented concepts. And hence this subject will give you a good overview about these concepts. So over here we're going to learn about C++ and Java. Constitution of India. Over here we must understand that why we are actually studying engineering. We are studying engineering so that we can do good work for employers and for the society as a whole. We obviously are studying it for ourselves, but we should have a positive effect on everyone around us. This subject is actually make us aware about the various rules and regulations of India for which govern the engineers of a country. So books. I would suggest that you go to the books at least once so that you have in-depth knowledge. So Operating System by Galvin is a good book. Then Data Communication and Networking by Ferozan. Microcontrollers and Microprocessor Embedded Systems by Shibu. Design and Analysis of Algorithms. Introduction to Design and Analysis of Algorithms by Andy Levitan. Object-Oriented Programming. The Java, the Complete Reference by Herbert Smith. This is a very popular book. Constitution of India. Notes will be enough. So these are the prescribed textbooks which I have listed over here. They're prescribed by the VTU. Yeah, this is the actually the books I referred and the books which are there for the syllabus as well. So what are the tips and tricks for scoring in the exam? Ultimately, we need to score good in the exam, right? So I would suggest you to try to score maximum in the internal marks. In internal marks are 40 and external marks are 60. Internal marks you can get easily by getting good marks in your internal assessment tests, doing your assignments in time, completing a few MOOC courses. Like in online you have to do a few courses, and doing your projects well, having good relationship with the teachers and friends so that they help you in time. Actually friends help much more than teachers, I would say, from personal experience. And so during the exam time, what trick you must apply? You must study previous year question papers. For that, Sunstar book will be enough. And in the exam, you must try to write big answers, and obviously it should be valid only, so that a person correcting the paper will be impressed. So this is all I had to say. I hope you learned something from this video. And if you have any doubt, please do share. Please do ask me. And if you have requests for any more videos, please tell me in the chat section. Thank you. I hope you'll keep following me. Thank you.